Coronation Street actor Rob Mallard has called the horrifying scenes that will air next week a wake-up call for his character Daniel Osborne. In the episodes coming your way over the next few days, Daniel wakes up from a night of drinking to discover that his son Bertie has gone missing. Even worse, he injures Ken Barlow during an argument with Adam. And even worse than that, social services later knock at his door. It's 100% a wake-up call, Mallard said. Daniel is completely beside himself. He thinks that he's going to have his kid taken off him, and again it's all to do with keeping a promise that he made to Sinead. Explaining Daniel's lashing out, the actor stated, "It's always Ken that he seems to hurt. When Daniel's trapped, he comes out fighting, and that resentment he feels from his earlier life seems to find its way back towards Ken. He still feels he was abandoned by Ken when he was a kid. So even though they're in a much better place now, there's still that resentment simmering away in the background. When I play scenes with Bill, whenever Ken's trying to give Daniel advice on a life problem, I always play it like a 14-year-old, because that's exactly where they would be in that relationship, that's where he was left. So Daniel can't help but turn into a petulant teenager around Ken." And while the actor agreed that Daniel is definitely spiraling, he doesn't think this is the worst things could get. "I think he could keep going further," he said. "Once someone gets a bit of mud on them, you might as well get properly dirty. I think that in terms of Daniel's character, if he's going to go off the rails, he should go off them properly, possibly even lose custody of Bertie temporarily, really teach him a lesson." Life has never been straightforward for Daniel Osborne, but Coronation Street is about to throw him into one of his most emotional and unsettling storylines yet. After months of trying to keep his life on track, Daniel finds himself facing a harsh reality that could change the way he sees himself, and the people around him, forever. What begins as a seemingly ordinary disagreement soon spirals into a dark chain of events that leaves him questioning everything. Daniel has always prided himself on being intelligent and compassionate. However, recent pressures have pushed him closer to the edge than he realizes. Balancing work, family responsibilities, and personal struggles has left him exhausted, and those closest to him begin noticing a worrying change in his behavior. The trouble starts when Daniel becomes increasingly distracted and irritable. Friends and family initially dismiss it as stress, but the warning signs quickly become impossible to ignore. His temper flares unexpectedly, and his tendency to shut people out creates growing tension across Weatherfield. One person particularly concerned is Daisy. Although their relationship has seen its fair share of ups and downs, she recognizes that something isn't right. Daniel brushes off her concerns, insisting he has everything under control. Yet the more he denies there's a problem, the more obvious it becomes that he is struggling. The turning point arrives during a shocking incident that leaves Daniel deeply shaken. A split-second decision leads to consequences he never anticipated, and for the first time, he is forced to confront the impact his actions can have on others. According to those close to him, the event serves as a major wake-up call. For Daniel, the realization is devastating. He spent so long believing he could manage every challenge alone that he failed to see how much pressure had been building beneath the surface. Suddenly, he finds himself facing uncomfortable truths about his own behavior and the emotional walls he has constructed. As news of the incident spreads, reactions around Weatherfield are mixed. Some residents sympathize with Daniel, understanding that everyone reaches breaking point eventually. Others are less forgiving, questioning whether he should have recognized the warning signs sooner. The situation becomes even more complicated when Daniel starts distancing himself from those trying to help him. Embarrassed and overwhelmed, he fears being judged by the people he cares about most. Instead of seeking support, he retreats inward, creating further concern among his loved ones. But Coronation Street's upcoming episode suggests that isolation may only deepen the crisis. As Daniel struggles to cope, viewers will see him embark on a difficult journey of self-reflection. Long-buried emotions begin resurfacing, forcing him to revisit painful memories and unresolved trauma. The process is far from easy, and there are moments when it seems he might walk away from those offering a helping hand. Yet amid the darkness, there is also hope. Characters who have experienced their own hardship step forward to support Daniel, reminding him that asking for help is not a sign of weakness. These heartfelt moments highlight one of Coronation Street's greatest strengths, showing how communities can rally together when someone is in need. The storyline is expected to explore important themes surrounding mental well-being, personal accountability, and the dangers of ignoring emotional struggles. Rather than presenting Daniel as either a hero or a villain, the show appears set to portray a realistic picture of a man reaching a crossroads in his life. For viewers who have followed Daniel's journey over the years, the story promises plenty of emotional scenes. It will challenge relationships, test loyalties, and force Daniel to make choices that could shape his future in Weatherfield. Will he accept the support being offered to him? Can he repair the damage caused by his recent actions? Or will his refusal to confront his problems lead him even further down a troubling path? One thing is certain, Daniel's wake-up call is set to become one of Coronation Street's most compelling storylines of the year. As the drama unfolds, fans can expect shocking revelations, emotional confrontations, and a powerful reminder that sometimes the hardest person to face is yourself. For Daniel Osborne, the road ahead may be darker than ever, but it could also be the beginning of a much-needed fresh start. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Crown ST.